Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and today I'm joined by TMZ tour guide extraordinaire, TMZ camera girl extraordinaire, and today's guest host of the TMZ Pod, Melanie Miller.
That's nice of you. Thanks, Charlie.
Melanie Miller, we're here today to talk about your favorite person on planet Earth, Taylor Swift.
So happy.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Potentially she's dating Travis Kelce, who's the most eligible bachelor in the NFL.
I've never been happier about a rumor in my entire life.
It seems like it makes sense to me. We're going to talk about Jonathan Majors, who I know you interviewed in the field the other day.
Yes.
Because he broke up this fight between schoolgirls, and we have video of that now. And also he's going back to court today for like alleged domestic abuse. So there's a lot to unpack there. It's an interesting story. And to finish with, we'll talk about Chrissy, Teigen, John Legend. They're renewing their vows this weekend at Lake Como in Italy. So that'll be fun to talk about at the end. A little fun story. But to begin with, Travis Kelce, who's a Kansas City Chief, won the Super Bowl last year, may be dating Taylor Swift, international pop star.
Yeah.
There are rumors circulating. What do you think about these rumors being the number one Swiftie on the planet?
I'm obsessed. I think the Swiftie community as a whole, we really, I'm going to go a little Gen Z, ship, we stand, we love, we live for this.
We ship?
Yeah, we like it. We like it.
Okay.
We want them together.
Oh, because you didn't want Maddie Healy and Taylor together, did you?
They didn't. Once I saw them, I thought they were cute together, but it was the whole controversial stuff that Swifties were upset about.
Yeah, you didn't like Maddie Healy's past.
Yeah. So I think this is true.
Okay.
First of all, obviously, he was asked about it on the NFL thing.
Right. Well, his brother was asked about it.
Right.
Jason Kelce, who plays for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And the Eagles happen to be Taylor's favorite NFL team.
Yes.
And also, like, it was Chiefs versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl last year, so Taylor would have been rooting for the brothers' team, not Travis's team.
Right.
But let's listen to what he had to say, because this only poured fuel all over the rumors.
Right.
I've been hearing rumors.
Yes.
That there's maybe some stuff. Can you comment
I've
on
seen
this?
these rumors. I cannot comment.
This damn gossip TV.
Right, we going on TMZ. What are we doing?
I don't really know what's going on there. So, yeah, I know Trav is having fun, and we'll see what happens with whoever he ends up with.
I also
Firstly, shout out to TMZ. We got
I know.
we got invoked in that interview.
What are we, TMZ here?
I love when we become like a verb, or we become like it's like a.
I love it.
It's not a verb, but we become like a big brand.
Is it an adjective?
I don't know. Okay. I'm not very good at those sort of things. But you would have thought if the answer was no,
he wouldn't have used the phrase "I cannot comment."
Right.
That's a very specific. He'd be like, "I don't know," or "I don't know." It feels like it's a yes, and then the laugh at the end is like, like
I think
happy.
It's definitely a yes. I think it's definitely a yes, and also the couple seems to make sense to me.
Well, that Travis Kelce is to the T Taylor Swift's type. She likes a tall, blonde, blue-eyed. It's just the face. I think he's one of the most attractive men in the entire world.
He is.
But this is her type.
This is everybody's type, to be honest.
I
This is
know,
my type.
But it's if you look at the past guys she's dated, Calvin Harris, Joe Alwyn, like they look the same.
Right. And obviously, Travis wouldn't say no. In fact, in July, he went to her concert.
Yes.
And then on a podcast with his brother and him have a podcast, he talked about how he wanted to give Taylor a friendship bracelet, as is the thing at Taylor Swift concerts, with his phone number on it. So that was like sending out like the bat signal, like, here we are, like, I'm interested in you, Taylor. It must have somehow got back to her, or she found out about it.
She reached out to him.
She hit him up, said, hey, how about this? Because it's good for business for her, to be honest, because it makes me like her more, to be honest.
Well, did you see the thing I sent you this morning, how they recently were on their New Heights podcast? Did you watch it?
Yes, about the mustache.
The mustache. And he said, Jason, I'm freaking out over this. Jason brought up Taylor Swift, and he goes, we're not going to talk about Taylor Swift in this episode, which they were happy to talk about it before.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's like, that's off limits. Why?
Yeah.
And then he said, I think she's going to like the mustache.
Wow. It's just like, this is a fantastic couple.
I
And
love them.
I mean, I'm obviously not the biggest Swiftie in the world.
For
but
for whatever reason, I have no idea.
because of the fans, mostly. Because of the rabid fans who like...
But that's every fan base. That's
No.
Nicki Minaj.
No, they're less in your face. You Swifties are like, the religious people on the street corner, like shouting, "This is this," or "You're going to hell. You're going to hell if you don't believe." And it's just like, chill. If you stop shouting so much, maybe I'd listen more.
Because we've had to deal with people like you and haters, and 2016 was a hard year for us with everyone turning against Taylor Swift, that we feel like we have to defend her to our deaths.
But I feel like it's counterproductive. If anyone tries to shove their views down my throat, I'm immediately gonna not respond well. You know what I mean? If you just let me be and let me find Taylor Swift myself and listen, the music is good. The music is good. It's just your insane love for her and wanting everyone, not understanding why everyone isn't as passionate as you. It turns me and a lot of people off.
That is the thing, though. That is what I can't get past. Is I just don't understand how people don't recognize.
Don't bang the table because it gets in the mic.
Sorry, I just don't recognize how you just don't understand. It blows me. I
know, but this is it.
I'm genuinely flabbergasted.
I know, but this is example A about why I'm just like, okay, I'll just block my ears to Taylor Swift because there's a lot of craziness that I don't like. But he is almost more of a celebrity these days than a football player.
I would say yes.
He's one of the coolest, if not the coolest guy in the NFL. We all like him.
They're both the two most popular, biggest
things in their league, you
know? Or just in life in general. I feel like Travis Kelce is internationally loved.
Not internationally. People don't know him out of America.
Okay.
But I mean, he's a really good football player. And, I'm not saying that he's doing this for any sort of clout. He's probably just into the... Maybe he probably is doing it for clout.
A little clout.
A little clout, a little Taylor. Everything makes sense to him to do that.
I feel like she's in her... I know we don't like this phrase at TMZ, but I think really she's truly living her best life right now. She's having fun. I feel like... this is what surprises me, that you don't like her, because at the VMAs, she's just drinking, having a good time, thriving.
I never said I didn't like her. I just don't like the fans, the rabid fans.
But I also like the fact that she was more serious dater before that. She wasn't interested in hookups. And I think that all changed with Maddie Healy. She was just I'm interested for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
And I think she's just sort of now more going with the flow and being cool, if this works out, great. If not, I don't care. I'm just having a great time in life.
Yeah, also, and we've said this in the past, she's just the best marketer of this tour and of everything Taylor Swift. She's the best marketer that you've ever seen. And so everything she does puts more bums on seats at her shows. Not that they wouldn't be sold out anyway.
Not only that, but I don't know if you heard about this, the USA or whatever, I don't know what magazine, they're hiring someone specifically, their job title is Taylor Swift reporter, to find and create and just pumping out content for Taylor Swift constantly.
Because, I mean, there's a huge market for it. She is the biggest pop star / celebrity of our time.
Yeah.
The Eras tour is going to be the biggest tour of all time.
Yeah.
She just can't stop winning. And for Travis Kelce to hop on that train
it's
so cool for him. It's a great couple. They're going to make beautiful babies.
I hope they have kids. This is the one. I have been waiting for this.
This is the one?
This is the one. I love it. I love it.
Okay, calm down.
I hope.
All right. Okay, that's the end of this story.
All right. That was
Interesting.
Fun. I love it. I'm happy.
Stay tuned. Jonathan Majors. Remember him? He was in hot water recently because of an alleged domestic violence situation in the back of a taxi leaving a party. His girlfriend, ex-girlfriend now, pressed charges, and he's actually in court today to try to answer some of those charges. Well, between the alleged incident and going to court today, a lot has transpired in his life. A lot of good has come in the form of Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Good is his girlfriend right now, who's the loveliest celebrity, the best regarded celebrity. So you're oh, he can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Then this week, he breaks up a fight between schoolgirls, and we've got a perfect video for it. You know what I mean? There's a perfect video. So my big question here is the Megan Good, new romance, is the breaking up of the fight of schoolgirls, is this sort of like trying to rebrand him as this nice guy so that he can sort of like slip away from these charges? Because his star was on the rise
Yeah.
before this happened. And then this put a stop to all of it. He got
Yeah.
dropped by so many people.
Yeah.
And so obviously he wants the back of these charges, and people who can make money out of him, studios, want these charges to be, go away too, because it's bad for him. It's bad for the career. You interviewed him recently following this fight.
Right.
What is your perception of, everything going on? Is it real? Is it not? Are we just like being too cynical?
I think the internet has decided that he set this up. If you look at the comments,
Right.
it's pretty bad. Like I think there was one comment that was like, "And cut, we got it."
Totally.
But I think that I think that he seems like a really nice, genuine person, and I think that whether this situation in court was happening or not, I think he would have stepped in and stopped that fight. Because he just seems like a good, I don't know if the domestic stuff is true or not,
Right.
but it seemed like a really genuine thing to do. And I think that in this case, like when he's got so much heat on his back, he wouldn't want to step in and break up a fight because it could go badly. He could have tried to break it up in the wrong way where he ends up accidentally hitting someone and makes things even worse. So and put himself in the middle of it doesn't seem like a move to help himself.
Unless the girls were paid actors.
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's
That's what people
no
are.
way.
That's what people are speculating.
Did
what I mean?
you see the way she was like bashing her head?
Yeah.
And girls fight like that. That's what happens in school.
It was quite an aggressive fight.
And looking at the video, the in and out line that you get into for the drive-through would line up to like right where you'd just be sitting there.
So yeah,
waiting.
the fight was at In and Out across the road. Oh, it was near In and Out across the road from Hollywood High School, where these girls go to Hollywood High School, which is in the dead center of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so yes, I agree. Maybe it's
that line takes forever. You're sitting there. He's like looking over, like holy smokes! Jumps out.
It's so convenient. It's just so convenient that this Megan Good thing happens, and then he breaks up a fight between two girls.
Yeah, but then that would mean that he would have to have like paid off Megan Good to be in the relationship, and she's not the kind of person that would do that. And now he's paid off these girls to get in a fight. Like that's so far fetched.
Maybe it is far fetched because if those stories came out that he had done that, then he would just be dead
It'd
in
be
the water.
over. It would be worse than Jesse Smollett.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. Let's listen to some of your interview now, Melanie, where he talks about breaking up this fight.
We heard there was an incident at In-N-Out Burger that you stepped in and stopped a fight between two young girls.
Oh,
What happened?
school fight outside.
Oh, a school fight at the Hollywood High School.
Yeah,
And you just wanted to stop and make sure that nobody got hurt?
of course.
Of course. Thanks, Sean. Were they okay? Were they okay?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah? What can I ask what happened? They were just fighting and you just pulled them apart?
It's going to fight.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all good though. What's your message to the girls? Stay cool?
Nice work, Melanie.
Thanks.
Has he talked to us in the past? Like, it feels like this is a great time to get him too.
Yeah, and like you would think that like, what are the odds that we hear about this? I get a tip, and then he happens to talk. Like that feels set up to me, but none of this was. I just happened to get a tip, and I was like, holy smokes, and it all worked out.
Right, okay. Because I was thinking that maybe he set it up himself, but you're telling me he didn't.
No,
Okay.
I literally got a tip from someone, and I'm racing over there. And like I parked my car, I'm running because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get to him in time. And then I get there, everyone's still waiting. I don't think he's gonna talk to me at all because I think we recently got him. He didn't say anything to us. The time I tried to talk to him at Michael B. Jordan's Walk of Fame ceremony, he didn't really talk to us
Because
at
it would have
all.
been bad news stories for him. You're only going to talk to him about something like, domestic violence, no thank you.
Right. And I like even there were paps there, and they were like, "We're shocked he talked to you," and I was like, "I didn't think he was going to."
Because it's a good news story. It's good for him. This is all these stories coming out now is so like, I don't know if the judge or whoever's ruling in the domestic violence thing, looks at TMZ or looks at the
For
interwebs
sure, I
in
think they
general.
do.
But I mean, it's all been like really positive news for him since this really negative news.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen with this. But good job, Melanie. That was a
Thanks.
very good clip, very timely clip.
Thanks.
No worries. On to our final story. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend are renewing their vows. A decade after they got married in Lake Como in Italy, they're going back, they're inviting their celeb pals, and they're going to tie the knot once again. How do you feel about these guys. It feels like Chrissy and John used to be our faves.
Yeah.
And now, for some reason, the tide has turned and they're kind of annoying.
I think that happens with everyone, though.
Do you think so?
Yes, like you just like we don't like it when people get too loved, so we rip them down and then we wait for them to fall. We build them. It's just an endless vicious cycle.
You know what we call that in Australia? It's a famous thing.
Oh.
It's called tall poppy syndrome. When any sort of flower, a poppy gets too big out of the bunch, grows too high, we'll chop them down. We always chop down the tall poppies because we all need to be on the same level.
Yeah.
It's a very famous thing in Australia because if someone gets like too big for their boots or
We like to humble them.
we like as a society to humble them.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's been happening to Chrissy lately because, man, she used to be everybody's fave,
Yeah.
the most relatable. She could be your
Funny.
friend. I remember one time I was interviewing her at LAX and she invited me over for dinner.
What?
I mean, I didn't go, and it didn't happen. It was just like probably just for the camera. But I mean, she was just like, she was so she's the most lovely, humble.
During COVID, she was passing out pizza to the paparazzi.
Right.
Like she is so. I have never had a bad interaction with her.
No, me neither.
She's so nice. She's funny. She's interesting.
I think she's like maybe an oversharer. I think her oversharing sometimes gets her, in hot water. She just
But isn't
posts.
that what we like?
It is what we like, but it's also why it
We
comes back
get
to bite
mad.
you.
We get mad when people are just like not talking, boring, like keep to themselves. Like that's lame. And she's out here like showing off her personality in her life, and we're like, ew, we hate her.
But
Like why?
her Instagram and social media, like she shows you every facet of her life, like the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I like it.
And so sometimes she gets like ridiculed for that. I mean, yeah, I like her too, but I also get, why people are a little bit offside.
I think this is one of the main reasons why I truly dislike society as a whole, because it's just sad. Like, why? I love Chrissy Teigen. I think she's the greatest. I think she's funny. Like, I think she like saw one time I like posted a photo where it looked like I was holding Miles's backpack while I was interviewing. It just was the angle, and I think she like ended up like laughing about it, like she saw it, and like it's just like cool.
She posted one of my clips too.
She's cool.
I interviewed John Legend at LAX, and she posted the clip because apparently he had his teeth retainer in the whole time, and so she was laughing about him trying to speak. Do you think you'll get to celebrate a 10-year marriage thing ever?
No.
Really?
You think?
I think so.
Men run from me.
Really?
Yeah, I like we joke about it, but like it's true.
Because you're too intimidatingly something.
I don't know. I'd love to sit down and pick your brain about why. I get so close to like dating guys and they're like super into it, and then they just like run at the last second.
Well, if you're listening to the podcast right now,
I've had 4 guys in the past 2 months.
like run on you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good 4 in 2 months is
I've
quite a lot of guys though.
Been really working at it though.
Well, good work, Melanie.
Thank you.
I believe you're going to lock someone down. Maybe a loyal TMZ podcast listener now going to go, hang on a second.
Hold on.
Melanie is just the best.
Wait till you get to know me.
You're good, Melanie. You're good. Okay, thank you very much for joining me here today. And thank you guys for listening. We'll speak to you guys next week.